the editors and contributors of Ms. know that social change doesn't just happen. Change is organized. And when the Feminist Majority Foundation took over publishing Ms. 13 years ago now, we committed that the organizations and the grassroots activists making the social change would not be anonymous on the pages of Ms.
For its work to provide advocacy to survivors nationwide, we present ERA with a Wonder Award. Accepting the award is ERA co-founder Andrea Pino. And what's your team? And your team? Over there.
That everyone standing on the stage has just been incredible to really bring this conversation to the national agenda. But I also want to acknowledge the fact that despite the fact that we're receiving these awards, so much still needs to be done. And I also want to acknowledge the fact that we've made many sacrifices to come here. Unlike many of you in this room, I still don't have my bachelor's degree, and I will be turning 23 in February, and my family still doesn't know why. And that's because I didn't come from activist roots. I'm a first-generation college student. Most of my family didn't speak Spanish. I didn't know what feminism was or who Gloria Steinem was until I got to college. And losing my college experience and losing my opportunity to have a college degree destroyed me. And to this day, I still think about if I will become an attorney one day, or if I'll get to actually go through with wearing my cap and gown from the University of North Carolina, if I'll ever have my bachelor's degree, as does Sarah Tedesco, who's sitting in table 4. You know, she had to leave her college this semester after basically being forced out. And so many students across the country aren't getting those college degrees. So many perpetrators are graduating when survivors are not. And I think it's important for us to acknowledge that we need to bring this conversation outside of these tables. And we need to go talk to students at our community colleges, at lower performing schools, at HBCUs, and get them part of this conversation, because it's important for all of us to acknowledge the fact that these survivors need to graduate. And it's important for us to continue bringing them to part of this conversation and to make sure that they know that they're not alone and that it's not their fault, and that they should also be receiving these awards. Yeah.